Many of you may have gone to CPAC, which stands for Conservative Political Action Conference, at the weekend. There, I was lucky enough to speak alongside several other Conservatives from around the world, including former PM Tony Abbott, Nigel Farage and Senator Jacinta Price. But there was one moment during the event that stuck out, and no, it wasn't when a mob of socialist protesters tried to barge their way into the conference. The standout moment was when former Liberal politician Nick Minchin said, and I quote, "I don't think the Liberal Party needs a lot of changing," unquote. The response from the audience can't be ignored. They booed, many shouted rebuttals, and the four Liberals on stage, including Nick Minchin, former Senator Amanda Stoker, Nick Cater and Tina McQueen, were shocked. But despite the jeers, Nick Minchin continued. He said, quote, "I'm a profound Conservative and have fought every Conservative fight in the Liberal Party for 30 years, so I'm not going to take rubbish from you lot. The Liberal Party's values are values you should all support. Go and read We Believe. We stand for small government, low taxes, federation and good government," unquote. Now, don't get me wrong, Nick Minchin is an outstanding human being and an outstanding Australian. He's been a wonderful champion of Conservative values in Australia for decades. But he did miss the mark on Sunday. And I can prove my point by following Nick's advice to read the Liberals' We Believe statement. The Liberals' We Believe statement begins by saying, quote, "We believe in the inalienable rights and freedoms of all people, and we work towards a lean government that minimises interference in our daily lives," unquote. Clearly that was forgotten during the COVID-19 lockdowns. Next, the statement says, quote, "We believe in government that nurtures and encourages its citizens through incentive rather than putting limits on people through the punishing disincentives of burdensome taxes," unquote. Clearly this slipped Josh Frydenberg's mind when he took on over $500 billion of debt as Morrison's treasurer. Then the statement reads, quote, "We believe in the freedom of thought, worship, speech and association." This didn't seem to matter when the government let the police shoot anti-lockdown protesters with rubber bullets. Finally, the statement says that, quote, "Government should not compete with an efficient private sector," unquote. A belief that contradicts Mr Morrison's decision to give $20 billion a year in subsidies to green energy magnates like Andrew Forrest and Michael Cannon-Brookes. So, Nick, we do thank you for your years of service, and we thank you for fronting up to CPAC at the weekend. But please don't tell us that the Liberal Party doesn't need a lot of change. There's no doubt in my mind, and in the minds of millions of Australians, that the party of Menzies has lost its way. And indeed, the people at CPAC and millions across Australia are looking for a political home. The Liberal Party needs to change and provide that home.